What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In this video we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin and where it's headed in the upcoming couple weeks, some other major things going on in the crypto space as well. So before we jump into everything, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for my daily crypto videos. Alright guys, so things are looking pretty good in the crypto space today. Yesterday we did break $40,000 Bitcoin, have a small retracement to 37,000, now recovering upwards over $39,000 Bitcoin, up 5% on the 24-hour, up 32% on the 7-day. For the biggest crypto in the space, those are some pretty huge numbers. So while we have extreme volatility, there's also extreme opportunity here. If you bought at $29,000, you're already up $10,000 per Bitcoin. So pretty crazy how things are moving right now. A lot of people are still bearish though, and we do have some upcoming events that could definitely cause some volatility that keeps us in this accumulation phase. So we are going to talk about that as well and where we are in Wyckoff accumulation and some other major news in the space as well. So looking at Bitcoin on the charts here, we had a huge recovery very quick when we did test 29,000 again. Starting with that B-word event, we did have a good bump the day before in anticipation that some bullish things would be announced, which we did have Elon Musk stating they would accept Bitcoin as payment. Again, I do think that will happen possibly by end of year, but definitely in Q1 of 2022, if not by the end of this year. And that's going to be very bullish as well, giving the green light to institutions buying into Bitcoin heavily. Elon Musk also announced that SpaceX owns Bitcoin. Since they aren't a publicly traded company, they don't have to disclose this, so we don't know how much Bitcoin SpaceX owns, but I'm sure it's over $1 billion. So I do believe we're going to have a snowball effect here and be seeing a lot of companies starting to get into Bitcoin, accumulating over $1 billion, especially if we see a company like Amazon doing this, which we do have proof now that they are hiring for cryptocurrency blockchain experience, looking to possibly create their own Amazon cryptocurrency. So very interesting. That could be used for rewards and discounts and things and different benefits through the Amazon platform, which would also be huge for the Amazon company, the biggest company in the world, creating their own cryptocurrency. Imagine how many companies will follow. And I have been saying this for the last 4 years, that in the future, I do believe every big company will have their own rewards cryptocurrency, have different benefits for this, and really give a way to reward their loyal customers. So that's going to be very interesting as that plays out in the future. And I do think a lot of these companies will be using Cardano in the future. So one of the main reasons why I'm very bullish on Cardano is because it's basically a better version of Ethereum. And they are launching their Goguen mainnet by the end of 2021. So if we do a Bitcoin recovering past $100,000 here by end of 2021, I'm very bullish on ADA doing much higher return on investment. So as you guys can see, just as sharp as we fell back here mid-June, we did recover now at the end of July. So we really need to break past $42,000 Bitcoin here before we're really out of the woods, in my opinion. And we do need some bullish news as well to carry this and really cause some FOMO and get a lot more retail interest once again. So very quick recovery here. So we could see some volatility just as quickly as this goes up. It can go down, especially with some bad regulation news, which I will be doing another video going over some bad stuff going on in the markets and definitely some stuff that could cause some panic. Lots of regulations being considered still. So we do have some articles here going over Bitcoin and what's to come for the price of Bitcoin in the near future. Bitcoin hits $40,000 after a 6-week absence, but on-chain activity is somewhat bearish. Bitcoin price is back above 40,000, but not every data point signals that a bullish impulse move is in the making. So I do want to remind you guys that tomorrow, July 28th, is the deadline that Senator Warren gave the SEC on crypto regulations. So I don't know exactly what this will entail. We will probably see tomorrow if anything is announced from this, but this could cause some further volatility depending on what this entails exactly. But keep in mind that regulations are necessary in the long term, but in the short term, they are going to cause some volatility, as we've seen throughout this entire year. Any discussion of new tax laws and regulations revolving around cryptocurrencies has caused mass panic and huge dips. So in the article here, the former presidential candidate said she needed answers from Gensler by July 28th on the SEC's authority to protect consumers investing and trading in cryptocurrencies and determine what future congressional action was needed. So some quotes from Senator Warren here. While demand for cryptocurrencies and the use of cryptocurrency exchanges has skyrocketed, the lack of common sense regulations has left ordinary investors at the mercy of manipulators and fraudsters. So this is very true. There's so many scams going on in the crypto space, more scams than I've seen in any other space out there. If you guys follow me on any social media platforms, I'm sure you've been messaged by fake accounts using my name and logo. And these are really hard to tell the difference because they have fake followers. They copy all the same images and text and the same profile description and everything. The only thing that you can do to determine if one of these is a scammer is to check the username and really verify that. So just be very careful out there on social media. Anyone that you follow, there's going to be people copying them if they have anything over a few thousand followers. So not only that, but lots of scam projects launching, especially on the Binance Smart Chain, because the Binance Smart Chain allows to create a project very easily. It has smaller gas fees. Also, it does have unique utility that can easily be added, like all these deflationary tokens and auto staking as well, among other features. So these regulatory gaps endanger consumers and investors and undermine the safety of our financial markets. The SEC must use its full authority to address these risks, and Congress must also step up to close these regulatory gaps. So we're definitely going to be seeing regulations come into play and being pushed by end of year here. I do think in the next month, we're really going to get a lot of discussion of this, and I do think that will cause some temporary panic and fear to the markets. So really depending what's going on in general, besides that, how much bullish news we're getting at the same time to offset this. Just that rumor of Amazon here is definitely helping push the markets up, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of other huge announcements by end of year as well. So something I did want to clear up from yesterday about that Amazon job listing. So they do have this official job listing here. This is the actual posting. Digital currency and blockchain product lead. So they are hiring for cryptocurrency experience. And something interesting here, they're hiring an experienced product leader to develop Amazon's digital currency. So that does tell me that Amazon is looking to create their own cryptocurrency, which is massive. I think that's much bigger than Amazon accepting crypto as payment. So with that Amazon job listing, we also had rumors going around that Amazon would be accepting crypto as payment from an Amazon insider. This was quickly denied though. Amazon denies rumored plans for Bitcoin support. So of course they're going to deny this until they're ready to announce it themselves, but they can't deny that they have this job listing here stating they're hiring to create their own Amazon digital currency, which I think is even bigger than them accepting crypto as payment. And everyone's really focused on that, crypto payments through Amazon, which I don't think is as big as Amazon creating their own crypto or Amazon acquiring Bitcoin and other top 10 cryptos to hold on their balance sheet, which I don't see why they wouldn't. If they see the value of creating their own cryptocurrency, I'm sure they will be accepting Bitcoin as payment eventually alongside their crypto, as well as having other benefits here. So if Amazon did acquire a large amount of Bitcoin to hold on their balance sheet, that would be massive. I think dozens of companies would quickly follow, causing massive FOMO for both institutions and retail all at once. This is the scenario I see that will push Bitcoin over $100,000 by end of year. So if Amazon just confirms they're creating their own crypto or anything, that can really be the boost we need to get back on track in that stock to flow model. And I do think that's very likely here since we do have this job listing, but I don't think they're going to be accepting crypto as payment by end of year. So very interesting to see this happening, and definitely a huge step towards mass adoption, regardless of what they actually do. If they just create their own cryptocurrency, they don't actually buy any cryptocurrencies and they don't accept other cryptos as payment, that's still massive for the crypto space. And I'm sure as they see good results with their crypto, they'll eventually consider and take baby steps into accepting other cryptos as payment and getting more involved in crypto in general. Something else I do want to point out as well is Amazon owns Twitch, the streaming platform where you can actually do crypto donations to streamers. So they are in crypto somewhat, and I definitely think they're going to be branching out into this, just like we saw with PayPal. Which they are taking baby steps into cryptocurrencies. They're not going all in at once, accepting over 10 cryptos right off the bat and allowing people to send the crypto off their platform and everything. But eventually they will take baby steps and get deeper into the crypto space. We have to keep in mind, massive companies like this have to do things right the first time. They can't just go all in. So we still have a pretty good split here between bearish and bullish. Personally, I do think we're going to be in accumulation phase for at least another month here, especially since we have looming regulations and we have no idea what that's going to entail and what type of panic that will cause in the space. So that could definitely cause another crash into the low 30,000s or even the 20,000s very temporarily. But keep in mind, people are going to buy these dips up very quickly. As we've seen, Bitcoin has barely touched into the high 20,000s a couple times here, and that gets bought up within hours. So any chance I get that I see Bitcoin in the low 30,000s, below 32,000, I'm dollar cost averaging and accumulating with every paycheck. So Bitcoin price seeks higher low as traders forecast a $45,000 breakout within weeks. Definitely a strong possibility here with the way things are looking. The bullish data we've seen, a supply shock is happening to Bitcoin as whales, and retail investors continue accumulating at these lower prices. So if we do see Bitcoin breaking major resistance of $42,000, climbing upwards to $45,000 in the upcoming couple weeks, with Ethereum having that London hard fork upgrade coming at the beginning of August, I definitely think a $3,000 Ethereum could be on the horizon. That's of course going to greatly depend on what the rest of the crypto space is doing as well. So Ethereum eyes rallied to $3,000 with 39% ETH price rebound, triggering a classic bullish pattern. A falling wedge setup, as well as a rumor of Amazon preparing to accept cryptos, also boost Ethereum's upside appeal. So we're actually getting crazy gas fees again as volume is picking up. I tried to mint some NFTs today and the gas fees were ridiculous. Over $500 to mint some NFTs is just way too much, especially since the NFTs themselves were only a couple $100s. So we do need Ethereum 2 to happen as quickly as possible. That upgrade that is coming, the Ethereum London hard fork, is definitely going to be huge for the Ethereum network, make some massive improvements that are greatly needed. So a $3,000 Ethereum is definitely a possibility here, especially if Bitcoin breaks that $42,000 resistance. I definitely think Ethereum can be climbing upwards and having a higher return on investment than Bitcoin here in the upcoming couple weeks. So we're right under $2,300, so that's another $700 on Ethereum's price, which is definitely a possibility here. So I'm still very bullish for cryptocurrencies by end of year, but in the short term, anything can really happen here. Like I always say, any breaking news can send this in any direction, and we are at mercy of manipulation here still as well, which is why the governments are looking to push regulations so quickly to really try to protect the investors that don't know better. So I am very bullish on Cardano for end of year. I'm still very bullish on Chainlink as well. Litecoin, I don't know so much anymore. I'm going to have to think about this and possibly sell a decent percent of my Litecoin holdings to jump into other projects I'm more confident in for end of year. So that is something important that you need to be able to do, is be able to pivot when you see a cryptocurrency not performing as you would have liked, and you see others that do have better opportunity. Sometimes you do have to make those moves, take a loss and jump into something that is going to help you recover that loss and even more. I've done this many times over the past few years, making hard decisions like this that actually ended up playing out very well. So besides that, I am still bullish on EOS. The Bullish exchange is launching by end of year, has some big backers behind that, so I definitely think that has high opportunity. Still bullish on PancakeSwap as well. That still has high staking payouts, so definitely something to be earning some passive income while waiting. Besides that, some altcoins have been doing crazy, like Axie Infinity here, up 210% on the 7-day. That's insane. I got into this at 50 cents during the end of summer, which is pretty crazy. That's a 100x on that 50 cents. So I did unfortunately end up selling most of what I bought, taking profits along the way. But this just keeps going, and some people are making crazy predictions for this as well. So this actually is working out. It has huge utility, which is why people are buying this up so quickly. They have NFTs as well. People are making money on this game, and they have a growing user base. So those are really the platforms I'm looking for, especially in the gaming NFT space as well. One of those projects being the Sandbox, I think has high potential once that game launches, which that should be launching by end of year. So a lot of these games are going to be launching. I think that's what's really going to help push crypto mass adoption, is a lot of these games adopting NFTs and cryptocurrency. That was one of the main reasons I got into cryptocurrency, was I saw how in-game currencies were being traded for real money, and I definitely saw a huge opportunity in cryptocurrencies because of this. So very interesting times here. We're still at a split between bearish and bullish, even though we're now approaching $40,000 Bitcoin here, steadily climbing. If we break above 40,000 and continue on a steady climb, we could definitely be breaking that major resistance here in the upcoming couple weeks, like that article stated, where we would be seeing $45,000 being tested and possibly $3,000 Ethereum as well. So right now I am looking at some altcoins that are definitely at lows. Also, the ones that are below the top 100 that I'm bullish on. I will do a video going over a few of these in the upcoming week, so be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell. You definitely don't want to miss these small cap altcoins that are building and having growing utility and know how to pivot and have a good team that are going to continue building even through a bear markets. These are the projects that are going to have some of the highest return on investment in the entire crypto space. So some of these have worked out great for me already, and I'm continuing to dollar cost average. So that's it for today's video and crypto market update. I hope you guys found it useful. Don't forget to like the video, comment below, and subscribe and hit the bell if you do find the content useful. I do have a lot of big videos coming up, so be sure to be subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.